All right, if you're an antique buff, you're going to love our next segment. Victoria and Allie are joined by two very special guests this morning. We have a traveling antique show. It's in town just for today. I think it was here yesterday and today. So what's going on, guys?
You just took my whole lead there, Joe. What's going on? No, but you know what? We are here, and this is probably more valuable than anything I own.
Probably.
You just kind of gave me a guess on how that is.
It's a scary table we've got in front of us, mainly because these things are very valuable. And we are here with Brandon Cidio and Sean Robbins, and we are going to be talking about some things that are being appraised at the antique show, and obviously the stuff we have in front of us.
Everybody thinks that they have something valuable at home, especially if it's old. They automatically assume. Like I do the same thing. Really, how much is this worth? What is it?
It's a Gibson guitar. It's worth about $2,000, $2,000 to $3,000. There's some checking on the paint, which is pretty much just like chipping. So it's not in the greatest condition, but a lot of your guitars will still bring you, pretty much top dollar, even because that's something that we can restore.
Is it old? Is that why? What is it? Is it
67.
It's a 67 Gibson. So it's kind of old, and the guitar enthusiast, it's not taking as big a hit as like a lot of the collectibles, say like this lunchbox here. It's the collectible market on it isn't as good as it once was.
How much is that one worth?
About $20.
Hey, that's not bad for a lunchbox.
Yeah.
Probably cost you $2.
Yeah, and it would have been worth a little bit more if it had the thermos. Most of them come in that don't have the thermos.
I have some of those. Not the Beatles, but I do. I should have brought it. And I have a bunch of these from my parents. What are these? Are they silver dollars?
Yeah, this is a silver dollar. This is what's called a Morgan silver dollar. It's worth, that one there is a Carson City, so it's worth a little bit more. It's worth about anywhere from $50 to $150, depending on the condition.
What do you mean, the Carson City, the place
the mint mark? The mint mark on the back is Carson City.
So that makes it worth more than
on that
a normal
yes, yes. On those, you want on the piece dollars, you want a 1921 or 1928 piece dollar. Those are the low mintage. That's what you want is low mintage. The ones like this piece dollar, there's been millions of them made. So,
they're not worth as much.
Well, they're still worth because of the silver content. They're still worth what market price is for silver.
All right.
All right, well, we've seen the guitar, the coins, the lunchbox with the Fab Four on it. And when we come back, Joe, Amelia, and I dug around our houses a little bit. They found some great items, and we're going to be talking to you about their value. Hopefully they're worth something.
That's right. But when we come back, we're going to have much more. We're going to go back in the kitchen with Smoky Bones, and we're going to get started on the chicken wings. So stick around for Winging It Buffalo Style.
Brandon Cidio from the Treasure Hunters Roadshow. Thanks for joining us this morning. And of course, Amelia and I and Allie, we're all here. We're talking treasures that we might have at home that we brought in, and we're going to get your point of view. So let's get started. What do you got?
Well, I have some things. I guess we'll start. These were glasses that my grandmother had lying around her house. They were like a wedding gift. I just liked how they looked. She never used them, so I begged her for them. They have like that Mad Men-esque feel, but
The carrier, too.
yeah, it has the little carrier. But you were saying that there were some indications they're kind of just more for fun.
Well, one of the things you want to look at with this kind of stuff, any type of silverware or glassware, is you want to look underneath, and see if there's a brand name, because that's a good starting point, to have, to look it up and see what our researchers can find as far as, how much we can pay, how much it'll sell for, that sort of thing. If this was sterling, obviously that would help. Same with the rings. So, there are some higher end silverware, pottery, stuff like that we can buy. Some of the stuff that's not labeled, it's going to be a little bit more of a mass-produced piece usually, and it's tougher to research, like I said before.
So not labeled, probably mass-produced, so they're just going to be a treasure.
And they look great.
In my house.
They're definitely cool.
Do you want to show your poster next,
okay,
Joe?
yeah. Actually, this is a poster from 1939. It's a movie poster. I'll stick it up in front of me here. You can see. That's Don Amici. I guess he was a famous actor back then. He was actually in Trading Places. Have you ever seen that movie?
Yeah.
As an older man. Anyway, this is a movie poster my mom bought for $50 in 1960-something, and it's from 1939. So
okay.
There are some problems with it, though.
Well, yeah, one of the things you want to worry about with anything paper is sunlight hitting it. It'll fade the colors, and then also, as well, the creasing, you don't want to fold any of these, because that will also hurt the value. But yeah, I mean, this poster I mean, the movie came out March 15th, 1939.
Yeah.
So this thing is, I mean, if it's an original, it's definitely, you know, old. And it could be worth hundreds, if not thousands. It's all depending on condition as well. So, yeah, I mean, this is a very cool item.
Yeah, it's been in our family for years, but now I'm going to find out how much it's worth so I can possibly sell it. I'll be honest.
Sell those heirlooms. Now, I had a bed frame that I didn't bring in because I thought to myself, what if I lug in this giant bed frame and it's not worth anything? So what would you say to somebody like that who might have a huge piece of antique furniture but doesn't want to go through the effort?
One of the things, you know, we're traveling. We have limited space in our trailer. You know, we have 10 to 15-foot trailers usually. So some of the bigger items can be hard for us to purchase on the spot. We will come out to your house if we have to. But like I said, you probably don't want to lug those items in. We'll come and look at them and let you know from there. So if you do have anything bigger, we'll definitely come out and take a look at it.
Great, good to know.
Yeah.
All right, Brandon Cedio, the Treasure Hunters Roadshow. You're on one more day today, right, at the Holiday Inn?
We're actually through Friday.
Friday,
we may be through Saturday. We're kind of trying to figure out if they have the room available to us, but it's on 1881 Niagara Falls Boulevard, and that's in Amherst.
All right, check it out.
All right, we are now going to check